Hi, I'm Raya.
And I'm Brandon.
And you're watching
More Love with R&B.
And today we are talking about something serious. The title, as you see, is called
We Are Not Okay.
Yeah. So basically, when you look at social media, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, especially Instagram, everybody's posting videos and pictures of them looking amazing and happy, and like basically hashtag relationship goals, single goals, career goals, whatever goals. We basically wanted to talk about or remind you about why we started a YouTube video or YouTube channel in the first place. And if you look right here, we have an initial video about why we wanted to start one. But we just wanted to clarify, because we come on here and we seem so confident about what we're telling you guys, and we kind of are confident that we're giving you guys correct information, or at least our point of view about what it takes to have a healthy and successful marriage or relationship. But it's not because we're living it.
Nah. I think sometimes in my opinion, the issue is that we all are at a place where it's all about presentation for some folks and how you present to the world. And then it's all about presentation and how you can take the, like you said, correct information, and you can easily give it to someone else. You can easily tell somebody in their situation, oh, you got to do this, this, and this. But then when you're in the same exact situation, in that same boat, it's like either you forget it or you don't remind yourself of that correct information, but for some reason you don't practice it. You don't actually put it to play. You don't step outside of yourself and tell yourself, you know what to do. Like, do these things. They go out the window.
Absolutely. And a lot of people glorify their friends or other famous social media figures because it looks like they have it all together. And so we just wanted to come on here and just be honest. Just be transparent and say, we struggle today in our marriage, and there are a lot of things that we know to do that we don't do it. And so we need reminders. The things that we know, we need to remind ourselves, like, this is how you communicate, this is how you get out of your everyday funk, this is how you romance your spouse. We need those reminders. And we were thinking like as we talk, like, there are probably other people going through the same thing that we're going through right now. Maybe we should share those things. And sometimes it could come off as we're the expert, or we know because we've been doing it for years and we want to get y'all up to speed about where we are. No, we just want to kind of, I guess, let you in on the real Raya and Brandon, and let you know that we are the typical married couple that struggle with communication, that struggle with intimacy, that struggle with trying to balance kids, work, relationships, things that we want to do just by ourselves. We struggle with all of those things, and we figure if we're struggling with them, you guys could potentially be struggling with them as well. And so we wanted to encourage you guys that, hey, we struggle too. And being married, starting relationships, they're not easy. And did we have a lot of people walking with us in our relationships? In our relationship?
When we were dating?
And in our marriage early on?
No, not really. Like, we had to figure a lot of stuff out. I would say it's not even that we didn't get advice. But there's a difference between somebody giving you advice and you actually walking out.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's a difference between you actually getting advice and you actually walking through life with people who can kind of keep you accountable on a consistent basis, who can kind of check up on you on a consistent basis.
That marriage community that you were talking about.
Yeah, like, I feel like, it's definitely one of the most important parts of our lives right now is to have marriage community, to be able to have other folks that we can talk to about like the deep intergalactic, no, I'm joking, like the deep inner spaces of who we are as individuals, and then who we are as a married couple, trying to take two completely different people and like mesh that together to be one and maneuver through the world with the things that I like and desire and want to do and don't want to do, and combine that with someone who is the opposite of that. Like, I don't like that, I don't desire that, I don't want that, I do want to do the things that you don't want to do. And like, how do we maneuver through that? Like, emotions flood when that kind of thing happens. It's like, man, I'm tired, or I'm stressed, or I'm frustrated. Like, all that stuff kind of comes to a head on a very consistent basis. And so I'll say two things. One, I feel like a lot of marriages like ours suffer in silence. And so I would like to encourage people to reach out to other married couples. If you don't have marriage community, if you don't have just another couple that you guys can kick it with, talk to, bounce ideas off of, and at some point maybe open up and be very honest and transparent with, like, there can be some real healing, and some real understanding, like parts of my relationship with my wife where I'm like, yo, I wish somebody could hear me because I feel like she's not hearing me. And it's that same thing where it's like, you know, I could tell you something 100 times, but then we sit around somebody else and they say it to you and you're like, oh, and I'm like, yo, I've been saying that for like 10 years, son, and now you get it because so-and-so said it. And it's like, that's fine. The second thing is the whole idea about communication. It's like, communication is it doesn't seem like it gets any easier. Now, we learn different ways to communicate to eradicate some of the fighting and some of the arguing, and we kind of know like our pressure points to kind of start to chill and back off and be like, you know what, I act more than I want to be right, I want to communicate and I want to hear you. And that's hard for both of us because we both want to be right. We both want to be right. And some of y'all are married to each other and y'all both want to be right.
I don't think anybody wants to be wrong.
Nobody wants to be wrong, but it's like, but again, the issue is that more than you want to be right, you should want to be heard and you should want to hear
for sure
the other person. And so I feel really passionate about the whole idea about people suffering in silence. Like, you are walking through life and you are presenting this picture of your relationship. You're putting all the greatest stuff on Facebook. You're going to this place. You're going to Disney World. You're going to Cancun. I hope that's nobody's life because I'm not specifically talking about anybody. But I'm like, you know, you're going to all these great places. You're going on a cruise. You're flying to Paris. You're doing all that stuff. And you're only posting those things. How interesting would it be if married folk only, or I'll say married, engaged, dating, everybody's in a relationship, any kind of committed relationship, if you only posted pictures of the moments when you and your spouse or your boyfriend, girlfriend, or fiance are at your lowest points. Like, pictures and videos of y'all arguing. Pictures and videos of y'all being separate for days because y'all not talking, because y'all not seeing eye to eye on something. Pictures and video, that's all you would use Facebook for, is to post that kind of stuff. Like, what kind of relationship goals would be out then? Like, who would be like, oh yeah, I want to be like that? But that's the reality. Like, that is how life can be sometimes. We know marriages have ebbs and flows. And so, you know, there's times where you don't post, and it's probably because you're going through something.
Absolutely. And we never want to perpetrate on this channel.
Never.
That we have got it all together. We don't want people to see us out and about and think that we've got it all together and we've got to run to Raya and Brandon and, you know, get all of this knowledge about our marriage because their marriage is perfect. No. Our marriage is not perfect. Our marriage is tough, and there are still questions that we don't have the answers to, and there are still fights that we've been fighting our entire marriage that we still haven't really gotten complete clarity or closure on. But what we do know is that we're going to keep fighting in this marriage. Not each other. We're going to fight this problem together. And we want to encourage people not to see problems and ignore them, or turn a blind eye to the problems and let them fester.
Yeah.
We don't want one person to be fighting in a marriage and another person isn't. We want to encourage you guys to talk and to fight along with us. Like, let the world see that people can stay married, and let couples who are scared to get married and they just prefer to shack up because they don't believe in the institution of marriage, because so many marriages are falling apart. Let people see that, no, you can be married. It's not easy, but we can fight together when there's clarity, open communication, and love. And that's what we're doing in our marriage.
Yeah.
Our marriage is not okay. And I don't ever want to be comfortable to feel like, oh, my marriage is okay, so now I can get relaxed.
No.
And not continue to fight for the things that are coming, or not continue to get to know who you are and be clear with my communication. So we just wanted to drop a really quick video about that. There are some people who think, and he even said to us, like, I want a marriage like yours, and I'm like,
no, you don't. I'm sorry. Was that too quick?
No, it's true.
Yeah,
like,
no,
you don't know everything.
Oh, and you know what? And let me say this real quick. I feel like what we can often do when we're going through those times where it's like, yo, we are not okay. What's one of the main things we all do? Compare ourselves to other couples. It's so easy to see somebody else's marriage or somebody else's relationship via social media, or even knowing somebody and just watching them. Sometimes we'll like be sitting in church and we'll see two people like all snuggled up, and they're like, this is great, I'm in church and I'm with you and it's so great, and you're just looking at that like, oh, I wish my life was like that. Like, you don't know what they're going through. It's so easy. I mean, same thing like she said with us. Like, people might look at us and be like, oh, yo, yeah, like, yo, you don't know what people are going through.
No.
And so I want to encourage you guys, we want to encourage you guys to not compare yourself to other people. You don't know what other people are going through, and even if they are, like, they got it all together and they are amazing and everything's great, you don't know what it took for them to get there. And you may not want that story of what it took for them to get to what that looks like. It may look amazing, but you never know what it took for them to get there. So don't compare yourself or your marriage to other people.
Absolutely.
Fight for the one that you're in and the one that you have. Don't look to compare yourself to other folks. Be grateful for the spouse that you have, the person that you made vows to, and enjoy walking through life with that person.
He's so distracted.
Through the fire, through the rain and the floods, I will be with you.
So, we hope you enjoyed this video. We really do hope that you enjoyed this video and just got to know a tiny bit about us. I mean, we didn't share anything like too specifically personal, but we did share that we're not perfect. Our marriage isn't perfect. And we hope that you guys are encouraged to know that real marriages, they're not supposed to be perfect.
No.
So be encouraged, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up.
Please!
If you know someone who is struggling with relationship goal envy or whatever, like, send them this video and let them know, like, hey, it's normal to struggle in your marriage. Just don't stop fighting.
Yeah. So yeah, we also would like for you to, if you're watching this, please subscribe to the channel.
Please do, and leave a comment for us. We want to know that you're watching. We want to know that you're getting something out of our videos. Yeah,
pause. All this watching and not commenting, don't do it no more. Help us out. Like, let's communicate.
We want to know how
say something in the comments.
Yeah, we want to know how we can better assist you, help you. Like, this is a channel not just for us to talk, but for you guys to talk back to us.
Right, but even if we're not assisting or helping you, like, just connecting with you. Here's the reality. We can do marriage community with us and other couples that we see physically. We are building a marriage community. That's what More Love is all about.
So please subscribe, share, comment, and we look forward to communicating with you guys in our next video.
See you guys later.
Bye.